What's up, y'all? I'm back with another video. This time I got my mom with me. I mean, she's just going to shed light on her perspective of dealing with a son that's an addict, which is me. So, introduce yourself, Mom.
Hello, my name is Erica.
Erica White. So, same thing. So, I wrote a couple questions down for my mom, and we're just going to get into it, man. So, Mom, in the beginning of my addiction, did you notice like any signs that I was addicted?
No, I didn't know any signs that you were addicted
But
to any drugs.
didn't Malik, my oldest brother, like kind of like tell you a little bit about like
Yeah,
what was going
he
on?
gave me step by step how everything would turn out to be with my son.
Like, what did he say to you?
He said first it's going to be the pills, and then next is going to be the stronger drugs. And he just said that he would lose everything, and which happened to him. He lost everything.
And at this time, I had 2 jobs working at the hospital. I had my own apartment. I was maintaining only my drug habit though. So, have you ever seen me high before? And like, could you tell I was high?
Never.
What about like when I would come down from Kensington just to visit? Like, did I give any signs or anything?
Well, you didn't look the same, so
I mean, how did I look?
you look rough. You didn't look like the Maurice that I knew, my son. So yeah, there was, a little signs from that.
Okay, what was your first reaction to finding out I was smoking crack, using the IV drug needles, and snorting powder? Like, what was your first reaction?
I was hurt. I was sad because you were young, and you were my son. So yeah, that hurted me a lot.
What type of feedback were you getting from people about my addiction?
I would hear things, but I was in denial.
And like just not wanting to believe that, like,
Yes, I didn't want to believe it.
was people like motivating you to be like, like he's going to pull it through eventually, like, man, he's let him go, like what type of like, what did people tell you to like try to make your belief system different?
Well, they would tell me to let you go, give you tough love and things like that, and you got to be ready when you're ready. But that wasn't the case. I just still kept on coming for you.
And when you would come down there for me in Kensington, like my mom and my brother would come down there in Kensington to try to basically pull me out, grab me out, talk to me. How was that experience?
That experiment was very, very, it was bad because he would run away from us. He would, that wasn't him. And I knew it wasn't him, but we still kept trying and trying for him, and we didn't give up on him.
Did you see when you first see my videos on, YouTube, Instagram, of me down there in Kensington, like the interviews, like how did?
Well, I never seen them, but the people at our job, they was coming and showing me videos, and I was shocked. I was really in the dark. I really didn't know that you was out there that deep. So when they showed me videos, I just looked like, wow, like, that ain't my son, but they never spoke down on you. They always, encouraged me to be strong for you, and I was.
Have you ever seen me in withdrawal before?
Oh, yes, I have. and that was bad, and I always thought that, I could take care of you. And my son Malik, my oldest son, told me that ain't the same kind of sickness. I thought I can give him some Tylenol and give him some tea. It was beyond that. So he went through it really, really bad, and it's like nothing I could do for him but take him to the hospital. I did what he asked me to do.
Yeah, I would always say, like, every time I go through withdrawal, I always gotta go to the hospital because I start throwing up so much that I start swallowing my throat up. So it's always bad. When I was in a coma, when I got hit by the L, how did you find out about it, and what did you do?
Well, at that time, I didn't know. Like I said, I was really the main one that was in the dark, and until my mom had came and told me, and she showed me a picture on the phone of you, and I was like, well, who is that? She's like, this your son. And I just started breaking down, crying at work, and I went to go see him every day.
And when you went to go see me, like, was I myself? Did I look like myself? Like,
No, you wasn't yourself at all. You was just out of it. That wasn't you laying in that bed, but I knew that was you.
what advice would you give to any mom that's out there dealing with a child or a loved one, that's in addiction?
My advice, don't give up on them, because they're trying, and I know it's hard, and we always say you could stop, but we're not walking in their shoes. So at the end of the day, I just say don't give up on your child that's out there fighting against, the drug use that's out there.
Did you think that I was gonna die? Because I think it was you. You said that you took a life insurance policy out on me.
Yeah, I did, because I took a life insurance out on all my children, because we never know. So mainly you, because you was out there strong. Once I knew that it was what it was, after I really came to my senses to know that that's where you was at, and it was bad. So I finally took heed, and
Did you accept like all right, my son could die out here, or not even just.
I know I didn't accept that. No, I thought of it, but I prayed every day, because I knew you strong, and I was strong, and I had my mom, and us, we prayed every day for you. So I that never came through my mind.
How did my addiction affect your daily life and people that you interacted with?
Oh, it affected my daily life a lot, because I had to work, I had you on my mind every day, and I still had the household to take care of, my daughters. So yeah, it was a struggle for me. So no one never knows what the other person is going through. So it's hard.
Are you happy for me now? Like, when you look at me now, is this the son that you see?
Yes, that's my Carter right there. This is the son that I want you to be. You wasn't you then, because you was mad at me every time I came down there for you, but I ain't care.
Cause when you in that state of mind, like, you don't want your family to see you like that. You don't want them to see you strung out. One, you don't want them to see you looking frail and just. I mean, you don't want that. So I would really hide from them. Like, what was it like walking down there in Kensington and like seeing other people like that and like trying to get me? Like, was you scared? Because most people be scared to go down Kensington.
No, I wasn't scared, because that was my first time ever being down there, and it looked like hell. No, seriously, it's terrible for anybody to be down there, and you at a young age, and we seeing other people down there that was older, young. It's just bad down there. So, and I just be like, is this what you want? Once I got a hold of them, and I just asked him, I told him, just look around. This is not for somebody to be at. That place is down there is like hell, for real. So I just, I'm glad he's out of there, and I hope he continues to push through, and and reach his goal, because he's a smart young man.
What was that phone call? You remember that phone call, Mom, when I was like, I was talking to you, you said, where you sleeping at? Like,
yeah, I asked him, so he'll call me from time to time, and I asked him, are you eating? Where you sleeping? And then he'd say, oh, I'm sleeping in the park in a cardboard box, and I slept on the porch. I said, do you hear what you just said out your mouth? He like, well, Ma, I said, listen to what you just said out your mouth, like that's normal. You know, for me, I was mad, but for him, it would just fly through because he wasn't in his right state of mind. But I still was hard on him to let him know, like, this is not the way that a person should live. You know, so yeah, I was still hard on him because I wanted him to know, like, this is not cool.
But I can say though, every single time though, I would come from Kensington just like, pop out for like a couple hours. She'll cook. I like, Mom, like, can you make some home fries? I mean, like, she'll cook. I mean, like, she would give me money, and even if she thought which it was, for drugs, I mean, but she didn't treat me no differently. Like, I would go there and I would stink, from being under a fire all day. I mean, and never treated me no different, and nobody else couldn't treat me no different either, because she like spot that from a mile away.
Yes, exactly.
Like she wanted like white or race. So now that I'm back, it feel good, because right now, like, my mom, like, since I've been back, been helping me out so much. Like, call me every day.
You tired of me calling you?
Eric, my little sister Eric, like, Maurice, call your mom. I mean, but she called me every day. I mean, like, making sure, like, did you eat? Like, and it's not so much of her just, like, nagging me. I know it's more so, like, she's just happy that she can call.
Yes, that's the main thing. I could call. I know where he is. I got him a phone, a little high-tech phone.
She got me an iPhone. I mean, like, brought me sneakers.
Yes, I did it. I did it because at the end of the day, he's still my son. And everybody deserves respect, it don't matter what drugs you want, any drug you want. Everything is an addiction. If you smoke, you drink, different kind of drugs, it's all the same. It's about how you control yourself. So it took him through a loop, though, so it was very harder for him than anybody else. You got people that can function, but it took him through a
ringer.
Yeah, it did, and it broke my heart, but I still didn't give up on him, and I never will. So my thing to you guys, never give up on your kids. And
like I said, like, now that I'm able, like, to sit down and, like, talk with my mom, my brothers, and my sister, like, I can tell them about my experiences in Kensington, and since they don't know what that reality is like, they don't judge, but they just listen. You know what I mean? Like the trend, like, they listen to try to understand, like, that mindset that I was in. Like, they not trying to make me think like I'm in some type of delusion. They listen. You know what I mean? Like, when I tell them, like, Mom, like, it was hell for real, like, she just listened to all of the stories I gotta tell her. You know what I mean? So it feels good to be able to spend Christmas, to spend Thanksgiving, to be around my brothers, to be around my little sisters, my nieces. Like, it feels good, though.
And it feels good that I can touch them. I'm touching Carter. Yay!
For real, because for 3 years, like, I was in Kensington, so, like, this would never been even a thought. Like, I would be sitting here talking to my mom about this. Like, I would have never thought about that. You know what I mean? Like, I would have never thought, like, I will at least come to a point where I'm able to call my mom just and me be in the house. You know what I mean? Like, me and my little sisters popped up in my mind. We had movie night until the the little baby messed it up. But I mean, like, and them little things is like,
they mean a lot.
Yeah, like, it's like creating memories. I miss a lot of time. And, like, even being to talk to my grandma, because, she getting up there in age, like, I didn't realize how much time that I really missed for her. Like, I missed a lot of time. So, like, I'm enjoying it, and I'm enjoying this time that I got. And I'm just asking God daily, like, just, God, your will be done. Like, whatever you got for me, God, that's my purpose, let it be done. So, that's about it for the video right now. I just want to thank everybody, comment, like, and subscribe. And I appreciate everybody.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. We on the road to recovery, y'all.